The year was 1967. The space race was at its peak. America was determined to land a man on the moon. With each mission, the dream inched closer to reality. But a lunar landing required a much bolder step. This need gave birth to the Apollo program. The eyes of the world were on America, watching to see if it could achieve the impossible. After the Apollo 1 fire, a sense of urgency and caution gripped the Apollo program. Engineers and technicians meticulously reviewed designs and procedures. Safety became paramount. Every component and system was scrutinized and tested. The program, temporarily halted for investigations and improvements, needed a success story. Launched on October 11, 1968, Apollo 7 marked the first crewed flight of the Apollo spacecraft. The mission was tasked with thoroughly testing the command and service modules in Earth's orbit. These modules were critical for the success of future lunar missions. The world held its breath as Apollo 7 blasted off from Cape Kennedy. Apollo 7 wasn't going to the moon. Instead, it embarked on a different kind of journey, a shakedown cruise in Earth's orbit. The mission's primary objective was to thoroughly test the command and service modules. These modules would house and sustain the astronauts, providing life support and control. Engineers needed to see how the spacecraft performed in the harsh environment of space. They monitored its systems and evaluated its ability to maneuver. Apollo 7 was their chance to identify and rectify any flaws before venturing further into the cosmos. 3 astronauts would live and work aboard the spacecraft for 11 days. This duration was longer than any previous American crewed mission. Apollo 7 carried a new piece of technology that would revolutionize space exploration, a television camera. For the first time, people on Earth would witness live footage of astronauts in space. The crew conducted the first live television broadcast, beaming images of themselves and the Earth back home. These broadcasts captivated audiences worldwide. People were glued to their screens, watching in awe as the astronauts floated weightlessly and shared their experiences. The camera captured the beauty of Earth from space, showcasing its fragility and interconnectedness. The live broadcasts humanized the Apollo program, bringing the wonders of space exploration into the living rooms of millions. Section 3. The Heart of Apollo. The command module was the control center of the Apollo spacecraft. It was where the astronauts lived and worked. It housed essential systems like navigation, communication, and life support. The conical shape was designed to withstand the intense heat of atmospheric re-entry. The service module, attached to the base, provided propulsion, power, and other support functions. It housed the main engine for major maneuvers, such as entering and leaving lunar orbit. Together, the command and service modules formed the backbone of the Apollo spacecraft. Section 1. The Pioneers of Apollo 7. The crew of Apollo 7 were the first astronauts to fly the Apollo spacecraft. They carried the weight of the Apollo 1 tragedy on their shoulders, knowing that the eyes of the world were upon them. These men were symbols of American resilience and determination. Walter M. Schirra Jr., the commander, was a veteran of both the Mercury and Gemini programs. Don F. Eisele, the command module pilot, was on his first spaceflight. Walter Cunningham, the lunar module pilot, was also a rookie astronaut. Each astronaut brought a unique set of skills and experiences to the mission. Schirra, with his calm demeanor and previous spaceflight experience, provided steady leadership. Eisele, responsible for navigation and rendezvous, brought his meticulous attention to detail. Cunningham, tasked with managing the spacecraft systems, contributed his engineering expertise. Together they formed a cohesive and highly effective team. Section 2. A seasoned commander. Walter M. Schirra Jr., a veteran of 2 spaceflights, was a natural choice to command Apollo 7. He had already etched his name in the annals of space history by piloting the Sigma 7 on Mercury Atlas 8, becoming the 5th American in space. He further solidified his reputation by commanding Gemini 6A, a mission that achieved the first rendezvous of 2 spacecraft in orbit. Schirra brought a wealth of experience and a cool head to Apollo 7. He had witnessed firsthand the unforgiving nature of spaceflight. He understood the importance of meticulous planning, rigorous training, and unwavering discipline. His leadership was instrumental in maintaining crew morale and focus throughout the mission. Known for his dry wit and infectious humor, Schirra also played a crucial role in humanizing the Apollo program for the public. The success of Apollo 7 was a testament to the teamwork and dedication of the entire crew. Schirra's leadership provided a steady hand. Eisele's navigational expertise ensured the spacecraft stayed on course, and Cunningham's engineering skills kept the systems functioning flawlessly. They worked tirelessly to complete their tasks and achieve the mission objectives. Throughout the 11-day mission, the astronauts faced their share of challenges. They dealt with minor equipment malfunctions and space sickness, along with the inevitable fatigue that comes with prolonged spaceflight. However, they persevered, drawing on their training and their bond as a crew. Their camaraderie was evident in their interactions with each other and mission control. After 11 days in space, Apollo 7 splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean on October 22, 1968. The mission exceeded all expectations. The Apollo spacecraft, meticulously tested and refined, had proven itself worthy of crewed spaceflight. The command and service modules, the heart of the Apollo program, performed flawlessly. Their systems operated without significant issues in the harsh environment of space. The crew returned to Earth in good health and high spirits. They demonstrated the viability of long-duration spaceflight, paving the way for future missions to the Moon. Apollo 7 was a much-needed victory for the Apollo program. The successful splashdown of Apollo 7 marked the end of a remarkable mission. The spacecraft, having endured the rigors of spaceflight, returned to Earth slightly worse for wear. Its heat shield, designed to protect the crew from the intense heat of atmospheric re-entry, had charred and ablated as expected. The command module, bobbing gently in the Atlantic, was a testament to the ingenuity of its designers and the skill of its builders. The crew, eager to return to solid ground after 11 days in the confines of the spacecraft, were quickly retrieved by recovery helicopters. They emerged from the capsule, their smiles reflecting the relief and exhilaration of a successful mission. The world watched in awe as the Apollo 7 crew stepped onto the deck of the recovery ship, their every move captured by television cameras. Section 3. A Legacy of Innovation. Apollo 7 left an indelible mark on the history of space exploration. It was a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the importance of meticulous planning. The live television broadcasts from Apollo 7, a first in human history, revolutionized the way we experience space exploration. For the first time, people on Earth could witness the wonders of spaceflight firsthand. The success of the Apollo 7 mission paved the way for more ambitious missions to the Moon. The lessons learned from Apollo 7 were incorporated into subsequent Apollo missions, ensuring their success. Section 4. A Stepping Stone to the Moon. Apollo 7, though not a lunar mission itself, was a crucial stepping stone to the Moon. It was the first crewed flight of the Apollo spacecraft, proving its worthiness for human spaceflight. The mission validated the design and functionality of the command and service modules, the backbone of the Apollo program. The success of Apollo 7 restored confidence in America's space ambitions. It breathed new life into the Apollo program, which had been reeling from the Apollo 1 tragedy. The mission proved that the dream of reaching the moon was still alive. Apollo 7 was a triumph of human ingenuity, a testament to the power of collaboration, and a symbol of America's unwavering determination to push the boundaries of human exploration. Apollo 7's success was a turning point in the race to the moon. It paved the way for a series of increasingly ambitious missions. Apollo 8, launched just 2 months later, became the first crewed spacecraft to orbit the moon, captivating the world. Apollo 9 then tested the lunar module in Earth orbit, ensuring its readiness for lunar descent. Apollo 10 followed with a dress rehearsal for the lunar landing, descending to within a few miles of the moon's surface. Each mission faced its own challenges and triumphs, all united by the goal of landing humans on the moon and returning them safely to Earth. Bolstered by these successes, the Apollo team remained focused on their ultimate task. Apollo 7's influence on Apollo 11, the mission that would ultimately land humans on the moon, was profound. The lessons learned from Apollo 7, both technical and operational, were directly applied to the design, testing, and execution of Apollo 11. The success of Apollo 7 had validated the design of the command and service modules, giving engineers the confidence to proceed with the lunar landing attempt. The crew of Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, were acutely aware of the debt they owed to the crew of Apollo 7. The Apollo 7 crew, in turn, watched the Apollo 11 mission with bated breath, their hearts swelling with pride as they witnessed the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. And it was a moment that would not have been possible without the pioneering spirit and technical achievements of Apollo 7. Apollo 7's legacy extends far beyond its role in paving the way for the first lunar landing. The mission marked a turning point in human history, showcasing the boundless potential of space exploration. It inspired a generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers, igniting a passion for the cosmos. The live television broadcasts from space revolutionized the way we experience the universe. People around the world could share in the wonder of spaceflight, witnessing the beauty of our planet. These broadcasts fostered a sense of global citizenship and responsibility for our environment. Apollo 7 demonstrated the power of collaboration and the importance of setting ambitious goals. It showed that humanity, united by a common purpose, can achieve extraordinary things. Apollo 7 was more than just a mission. It was a promise kept, a testament to human ingenuity, a triumph over adversity. In the darkest hours following the Apollo 1 tragedy, Apollo 7 reignited the flame of possibility. It reminded the world that even in the face of loss, the human spirit could overcome any obstacle. The crew of Apollo 7, those intrepid explorers, etched their names in history. They paved the way for their successors, the Apollo astronauts who would walk on the moon. Their mission, a symphony of science and courage, resonated throughout the cosmos. Apollo 7 was a shining example of what we can achieve. The legacy of Apollo 7 lives on, not just in history books, but in every mission that continues to push the boundaries of space exploration.